Right. So this is like the next video in the series where we will look for Scorpio Ascendant's year of 2025, what they can expect, what they cannot expect, where they need to take care, where they can be like ambitious and all that. Uh, that should be like covered here. Okay. So again, the basic thing is same. Like first go through the introductory video, which I will be linking along with this one in description section. That will give the introductory idea of what is holding for all of us in 2025, and then come to the specific video for Scorpio sign here. Also, again, what I am covering is as like Scorpio ascendant, not Scorpio sun sign or moon sign. As I said, the difference is ascendant shows the actual event, the life event which is about to happen, or moon sign represents the mindset. Okay, how your mind is going to react. Through this video, I will be able to explain it better what is the difference between the two. Okay, as I said, I split the year into two parts, first half and the second half. First half is where we need to be more careful. Even for Scorpio ascendant it is the same thing. We need to be more careful in the first half, and in the second half we can be little more ambitious. In the second half we can plan for some achievements or ambitions to attain and all that. That is more relevant for the second half. Okay. Now again, this is the final thing is that this is the transit related predictions. Okay, transit based. As I always say, actual event is three steps: chart plus dasha plus transit. So first chart should indicate the event, then transit activates the possibility, and then dasha activates the possibility, and then transits bring the possibility in manifestation. So here we are discussing the final step. Okay. Every Scorpio ascendant person can have a different chart. Every Scorpio ascendant person can be going through different dasha. So obviously I cannot cover everything here. We can only look for the transit. But as we are looking for major impact, like lots of planets impacting Scorpio or lots of planets impacting any other sign, this impact is going to manifest because it cannot happen when like 4 or 5 planets are impacting one sign. You don't get any result related with that sign. Okay, it is highly improbable. Okay, so let's begin. For Scorpio ascendant, this is the situation right now. Okay, in the transit where majority of major transiting planets Saturn is in fourth house Aquarius, making them focus on their home life, real estate matters, mother related issues. Okay, maybe my mother's health and all. That is also there. Fifth house is has Rahu there, so like spirituality, Pisces, creativity. They can be interested in following their creative pursuits and all. Love romance matters. Fifth house is love romance. If someone is looking for the childbirth and all, then they can be like focused there. Okay, or looking after the child itself. If they have a child, then they are looking after the child. Okay. Jupiter is in the seventh house. It is enhancing their possibility of meeting someone in relationship matter. It is enhancing the possibility of meeting new people. Their reach among like people can expand because Jupiter is expansion. Seventh house is business, masses, and all. These results can expand. Plus, Jupiter is in Taurus sign, so good amount of wealth is coming through other people, masses, and business if they are into business side. Ketu is in Virgo in 11th house, which is detaching themselves from social interactions and all. Okay. So they may not be like very social, whatever like interactions they may be having, maybe because of professional reasons, not because of personal reasons and all. Plus, they need to be like smart with their money management, because 11th house is the house of income, and Ketu is like separation. Ketu is one of the malefics, so it can impact someone's money matters. So they need to like prioritize their income and like expenses and all. Now, if we look at the joint impact, Saturn's 10th aspect is coming on to Scorpio. Rahu's 9th aspect is coming on to Scorpio. And Jupiter's 7th aspect is coming on to Scorpio right now. So Scorpio ascendants are like heavily impacted right now. It's because Scorpio sign is heavily impacted. For them, it becomes their ascendant. Ascendant is life path, overall life, the physical body, the immune system, overall health. And Scorpio is the sign of major transformation. So they can be like going through either external major transformation or internal major transformation. Either they are like changing their life path, overall life, or looks or appearances and all, that is changing. That is going through a major change, or internally they are retrospecting many things about life, what is happening and all, and how they should move ahead in their life. They can be thinking about a lot of things. Maybe a lot of their belief systems are changing. Now, Scorpio is also sign of occult mysticism. So obviously, like Scorpio ascendants are always interested in occult side and all. So that can be like a possible interest, but it is a highly transformative time for them. And this transformation is going on from May 2025, since the time Jupiter entered into Taurus, May 2024, since the time Jupiter entered into Taurus and aspect started, these three planets have started aspecting Scorpio. It might have been like uh, very transformative time, lots of changes in their overall life. And because Scorpio Lord Mars is going through this difficult transit in Gemini and Cancer, 8th house and 9th house, this where it is losing the dignity. In Gemini, it is like in great enemy sign. In Cancer, it is in like debilitation. Gemini is also their 8th house. Understand now, Mars, sorry, Scorpio. Scorpio itself represents major changes. Its Lord is going through like 8th house of major changes where it is losing the degree. So what is happening? That this person is feeling I am going through major changes in my overall life, and I am unable to handle those changes because it's Lord Mars is going through a difficult transit. If Mars had been strong in dignity, okay, let's say if Mars had been like in Sagittarius Capricorn sign, where Sagittarius sign is friendly for Mars and Capricorn is like exalted, then also major changes are happening, but person is able to handle it easily. Here person may be feeling I am unable to handle it. Okay, so that is the main thing. Now this is the only difference between ascendant and moon sign. This is for ascendant, they are actually going through a major transformation which they feel they are unable to handle. If someone is moon in Scorpio, moon is mind, so they may be feeling in their mind, okay, they may be feeling emotionally, okay, that I am going through a major transformation. Their major transformation is not happening, but in their mind they are going through a major transformation. Internally they are going through a major transformation rather than very much externally. Okay, so this is where like this transit is impacting them. For Mars transit, this Mars transit in Gemini Cancer is more troublesome for two ascendants, we are Aries and Scorpio, because for them it is also ascendant lord. Okay, for Aries ascendant also it is like ascendant lord. For Scorpio ascendant it is ascendant lord. Now when like ascendant lord is going through a difficult transit, it is like your overall life is going through a difficult time. This time period, as I'm seeing, it is going to remain there first half of 2000 like 25. Okay, first week of June 2025 to be exact. Okay, Mars also rules their sixth house of health issues, conflicts, and all. They should be like taking extra care to avoid any health issues. Traveling should be as little as possible. Okay, because eighth house is the house of accidents, and ninth house is the house of like long distance travels and all. So, and Mars is losing the divinity, so possibility of accidents, injuries, sudden events can be there. So eighth house is also like surgery. Sixth house is also health issues. So they should be taking good care of their health. Okay, that is very important for them. For work related matters, person if the person is in business setup and all, the person can still have like good benefits because Mars is in Gemini in the eighth house of business benefits and all. Gemini is sign of business communication. So business related matters or like your religious pursuits, your religious pursuits, not about like getting into religious discussions. Your internal religious pursuits, religious or spiritual pursuits. Okay, there like things can be better, but if the person gets into this proving his point, because ninth house is belief system and Mars is debilitated, he can get into lots of conflicts unnecessarily. So avoid arguments as much as possible, avoid disputes, conflicts as much as possible. Eighth house is also, eighth house and Scorpio both represent mysticism. If person is on a spiritual path, mystical path, he can have some like mystical experiences coming to him. Kundalini awakening, out of body experiences, and all these kind of things can be happening with this Martian transit. But overall, for materialistic life, this is not a very good time period. But this is why I said first half is to just sail through. We will see major impact of this transit when planets will start accumulating in Pisces sign. Right now, only Rahu is in Pisces. From March, Saturn will be in Pisces for next 2.5 years. Then Sun, Mercury, Venus will also be in Pisces. And Mercury Venus will also go into retrograde motion, which means that they will stay in Pisces for 3-4 months. Now, this means from January to May, lots of planets will be in Pisces. Lots of planets will be in Pisces, January to May. This shows that Pisces will become the focus during this time period. Pisces is what? Their fifth house. Pisces is spirituality, creativity, imagination. For those matters, great. If someone is like working on their creativity, imagination, spirituality, someone is joining some course or class related with their music talent or dancing talent and all, great. Okay. But when it comes to living significances, fifth house represents child, first child basically. Okay, so for first child, they should be like extra careful about their first child health and all when so many planets are coming into the fifth house. First child or children, because fifth house also represents children generally. Then fifth house also represents love, romance matters. Saturn, Rahu, Sun coming together. Eclipse month also. Okay, March, April is eclipse month. So there, like major ego conflict can come up in relationship matter, and like a relationship can go through a breakup. So there, they need to be like careful. So living significances can still be difficult. Non-living significances, we can expect much better results in matters of education, sports, creativity, and all those things. As I'm saying that so many planets in Pisces is 12th from Aries. Okay, it is loss of Aries sign. Okay, it is loss of the house where Aries falls. Okay, it is like this. Aries is sixth house for them. Sixth house is daily work life. Sixth house is also your health issues. So they should be like extremely cautious about their health between January to, because so many planets going into Pisces is 12th from Aries. 12th from Aries, it can also indicate a job change or career change kind of thing, because these planets in fifth house are 8th from the 10th. Okay, 8th from the 10th is change of job. It is also like loss of 6th house, so loss of daily or daily work life. So for that matter, if someone is looking for job change and all, fine. But when it comes to health issues, person should be extra careful, because so many planets in the like 5th house means it is loss of 6th house, and 6th lord is also going through a difficult transit. Mars, Gemini, Cancer. So this is where we need to be extra careful. Be careful while traveling, driving, because 8th house is still accident, surgery, as I said. So this time period will be there till like the first week of June 2025. Also, 5th house also represents defamation. Okay, understand. So many malefics going into the 5th house. 5th house is why it is defamation. It is 10th house is the main house of fame, and it is 8th from the 10th. It is death and rebirth of your fame. You are losing your fame and you are trying to regain it. It is like that. So this is why so many malefic planets going into like 5th house, Saturn, Rahu, Sun, and also eclipse time period can easily create a situation of defamation for someone. So this is like what I was saying, that first half of 2025 needs to be like just sail through, okay, nothing else. This Scorpio, they can go through, if I just wrap up the first half events, they can be going through a major transformation in their overall life. This transformation might have already started in last 6 months time period, and next 6 months time period will be the defining period. They can also be like going through some mystical events. If they are on a spiritual path, they need to be taking good care of their health and be receptive towards the changes. Don't try to resist the change. At least a Scorpio ascendant person should be habitual of changes. He should be receptive towards the changes. He should not be like trying to resist the change. Okay, try to avoid arguments and conflicts with the people. Focus on yourself rather than focusing on other people. So this is what things can be. uh, it is still a good time for education. It is still a good time for business matters, but in relationship matters, in dealing with the people and all, one-on-one relationship, one-on-one friendship, this is like a difficult time period. So just be careful. Now we will cover the second half. Right. So this is like the second half picture of 2025 for Scorpio ascendants. Uh, Rahu will come into the fourth house, which means Ketu will be in the 10th house, which shows possible change in their career, in their like public image, recognition, and all. Ketu coming into the 10th house more so because Ketu is ascendant lord. There can be a big change in their career and all. Okay. Rahu is making them focus on the home life, mother, and all real estate matters, fourth house. Saturn is coming into Pisces, the fifth house. So, fifth house related matters can become the focus, either like childbirth, and love romance matters, or this education, creativity, and all. When malefic planet like Saturn is making you focus on something, understand it is making you focus because of some difficult reasons. Okay, because you need to face the reality. As I said, that this transit of Saturn in Pisces is very much a transit which will give us reality check. Okay, why? Because Pisces is the sign of imagination. It is the sign of utopian world. Okay, wherever Pisces falls in our chart, we can be very utopian about that area of life. We can be very dreamy about that area of life. And Saturn is realities of life. So when Saturn is entering into Pisces, this is like reality check in that area of life. For them, it is the fifth house of love, romance, children, childbirth, education, creativity, all these things. Now, Jupiter will come into Gemini. This is like an important transit for me because About 12 years back, in March, April 2013, I started learning astrology. Okay. Around 12 years again, Jupiter is coming into Gemini. This was the transit when I started like seriously looking into astrology. Jupiter was in Gemini 12 years back in 2013. Now it is again coming into the like eighth house. So what I mean to say is that that transit brought this major transformation. In couple of years time, I like resigned from my job. I came into this profession, but the actual change started from here when I started learning. Okay, although I was not conscious that I am going to become an astrologer because of this learning, but this is what happened. So when last transit of Jupiter in Gemini brought this such a major transformation for me, maybe like the next transit can also bring such major transformation, considering Ketu is transiting 10th house. 10th house, as I said, work, and Ketu is separation. So maybe like it may bring another change in career. Okay. Anyways, so if we see this Saturn, its 10th aspect is coming on to like Sagittarius. Ketu's 5th aspect is coming on to Sagittarius. Jupiter's 7th aspect is coming on to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius sign is going to be very important from mid of 2025 to mid of 2026, because these three planets will continue to aspect Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius? Higher education, knowledge, guidance, counseling, further education, taking PhDs or DEds or postgrads and all. So that is where the focus can be. It is coming on to the second house of family, wealth, assets and all. So focus can be related with that. Person may want to learn how I can enhance my wealth. Okay, may want to learn, okay, this is my assets right now, what I can do to enhance my assets, enhance my like net worth and all that. So person may like to learn about it, educate himself about it. Plus second house is family also. Focus can be family related matters and all, money related matters, as I said. Okay, so this is where the focus is going. Jupiter is ruling the second house, going into the eighth house and aspecting like a second house again. So this shows that person is gaining wealth from business benefit, and that business benefits is like expanding the wealth and the like family net worth and all that. Okay, so that is what is happening. Again, it shows like person can get lot of hidden knowledge, secretive knowledge when Jupiter is going into eighth house Gemini. Gemini is collection of information, eighth house is occult. Okay, Ketu's aspect also shows that person needs to learn how to handle his family related affairs. Person needs to learn how to handle his finance related efforts, finance related matters. When Saturn is in the fifth house, it's all its aspects are in relationship oriented houses. So it shows like a time where person may have to adjust, accommodate a lot in relationship. Its seventh aspect and tenth aspect is also going on to money-oriented houses. Saturn sits into the fifth house. Its seventh aspect is going on to the 11th house Virgo, and this 10th aspect is going on to the second house of wealth. So it shows that a person needs to be like careful about their finances, prioritize their expenses, whatever is necessary. They should be like looking after them before on priority, and whatever can be postponed should be postponed. Whatever expenses should be postponed, can be postponed, should be postponed. Okay. But in comparison to first half, it is much better time period, because focus will be on money making. Person will be like educating further, making more money and all. So this is like much better time period in comparison to the first half results. Now another thing which will happen, Rahu Jupiter will aspect each other, and Rahu Jupiter will also aspect. 12th house. Okay, Rahu Jupiter, as I'm saying, it is causing this Guru Chandal Yoga. They both are expansive. Okay, so what they can expand is like gains from fourth house, real estate, mother, home, properties, and all. It can also expand their business benefits, relationship benefits, and it can also expand their benefits from foreign lands, either by visiting foreign lands or people from foreign lands may visit them, may take their services or consultations and all for people like me. Okay, so that is it. It also shows some sort of like a spiritual gain. And Jupiter is transiting eighth house of mysticism and aspecting like Rahu, Jupiter both are aspecting 12th house of finance, 12th house of spirituality. Again, if I remember well, when I started learning astrology in 2013, Jupiter was here in Gemini and Rahu was here. So again, it shows Rahu was in the 12th house. So again, the similar joint impact was happening between Rahu and Jupiter involving Moksha Margi houses 4, 8, 12. What is 8th house? Major changes. So it was beginning of major change that I started learning astrology. This is why I feel that this Rahu Jupiter combination, okay, between mid of 2025 to mid of 2026 can be a huge change for Scorpio Ascendant people. Again, as I said, that they should be receptive towards the change. At least Scorpio Ascendant should not have any problem in accepting the changes in life. Okay, but 8th house is still accidents and all, so just be extra careful while traveling. Take care of your finances and expenses, losses. Be careful with your expenses. But this is like a major life transforming, transit when like Rahu Jupiter impacting together the eighth house of major transits, major transformation and all. So this is what I'm looking at, that there can be like family related events. There can be it can be expansion in the family either through marriage or like childbirth and all. That is also a possibility. Wealth is also possibility. Assets are also possibility. So this second half looks like much better one, but be ready for a major change. That major change is more or less coming, because if you see, lots of things are connecting together. Okay, Rahu Jupiter impacting 8th house of major changes, and Ketu is transiting 10th house. So there is a possibility that their whole career can go through a change, or whole public image, recognition, authority can go through a major change. Okay, so this is what I see for Scorpio Ascendant in 2025. I hope it is helpful. We will meet with Sagittarius Ascendant video next time.